Today, we're diving into three powerful books from the Bible, often referred to as wisdom literature: Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Job. These texts pose a question that lies at the heart of human experience. How do we live well in this world? We started with Proverbs, which you can picture as a bright, enthusiastic teacher. She's passionate about the pursuit of wisdom, a quality that she believes is deeply embedded in the very structure of reality. Her view is optimistic. If you live by wisdom, you can build a life of success and fulfillment. This foundational idea sets the stage for the more complex perspective we encounter in Ecclesiastes. Now we move to Ecclesiastes, a figure who feels more like a sharp, world-weary critic. His message? You think wisdom guarantees success. Think again. Life under the sun is meaningless. This idea echoes throughout the entire book. But to truly grasp Ecclesiastes, we must understand that we're hearing from two distinct voices. First, there's the critic, often referred to as the teacher, who dominates most of the narrative with his cynical reflections. But his words are framed by another voice, the author, who carefully compiles the critic's thoughts and steps in at the end to provide a final, overarching conclusion. The author of Ecclesiastes aims to challenge our conventional worldview by allowing the critic to unpack three deeply unsettling truths about life. Brace yourself. These ideas are heavy. The first is the relentless march of time. The critic starkly observes, generations come and generations go, but the earth remains long before us and will continue long after. In the grand cosmic scheme, we are fleeting, just a momentary blink. Stars are born, die, and give rise to planets that orbit new stars. Over time, even these planets transform and eventually burn out. Against this backdrop, the entirety of our human existence is but a passing breath, easily forgotten. The second harsh truth the critic confronts is the inevitability of death. No one escapes it. Humans share the same fate as animals. Death comes for all. It doesn't matter if you're righteous or wicked, good or bad, devout or indifferent. Everyone ends up in the same place. All the striving, all the activity leads us, inevitably, to the grave. It's a sobering realization, and yes, it can feel bleak. But the critic doesn't stop there. His third unsettling observation is about the randomness of life itself. In Proverbs, the world makes sense. There's a clear link between living wisely and being rewarded. Yet Ecclesiastes sees a different reality. Life, he says, is unpredictable. He notes, the race doesn't always go to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, nor does food always come to the wise, or wealth to the brilliant. Time and chance seem to govern everything. His conclusion? Trying to control life is a fool's errand. It's far too random to master. To bring all of these unsettling reflections together, the critic uses a powerful metaphor throughout the book. Nearly 40 times he refers to life as hevel, a Hebrew word meaning smoke or vapor. Like smoke, life is both captivating and elusive. One moment it takes a form that seems stable, only to shift and disappear in the next. Smoke appears tangible, but try to grasp it, and it slips right through your fingers. And when you're enveloped in it, like thick fog, it clouds your vision, making it hard to see anything clearly. Modern translations often reduce hevel to the word meaningless, but that misses the point. The critic isn't saying life lacks meaning entirely. Rather, he's telling us that the meaning of life is never straightforward or easy to grasp. It's perplexing, disorienting, and beyond our control. So after all these unsettling realizations, what should we make of it all? Surprisingly, the critic doesn't dismiss the wisdom of Proverbs. In fact, he acknowledges that learning wisdom and living in the fear of the Lord is still a worthy pursuit. Really? Even after everything, he insists that it's the right path, even though it doesn't guarantee success. But here's the twist. The critic emphasizes that since you can't control life, you should stop trying to. Instead, hold things loosely with an open hand, because the only thing you truly control is your attitude in the present moment. He urges us to stop worrying and instead embrace the small joys of life, a meaningful conversation, the warmth of the sun on your skin, or a meal shared with loved ones. Enjoy the simplicity of life, the good and the bad alike, because both are precious gifts from God. This is the surprising, yet profound, wisdom that Ecclesiastes offers us. Listening to the critic's harsh reflections can be unsettling, and it's easy to spiral into despair, which is why the author steps in at the end to offer a final word. His goal isn't to strip away hope, but to lead us toward humility, reminding us that life, even when confusing and chaotic, still holds meaning. One day, God will lift the hevel and bring justice to all that has been done. Until then, the right response is not to seek total understanding, but to live in awe of God and follow His commandments,